How's it going, everybody? It's Dean. Today we're going to be looking at what you're missing in your Ken Carson beats.
Anybody could be Batman. You just got to get the gadgets. Gadgets.
I know a lot of people have been asking how they can get their drums crunchier, 808s punching through the mix. So the first beat we're going to be doing is going to be mainly focusing on the drums. We're going to be using a loop from another producer. We're going to be really honing in on how you can get that drum mixing, how I mix my 808s and drums personally. In the second beat, we're going to be making a beat to send out to Ken Carson for his new album, so make sure to stick around for that. Anyways, make sure to check out the Instagram and TikTok. The app will be on the screen. It will be linked in the description below. Enjoy. So we got this loop right here from 717 Makid. Hope I'm saying that right. He has a More Chaos pack. I got this loop from his pack. Make sure to check it out. This is what the loop sounds like right now. We're going to do some quick leveling on it. I feel like everything is a little louder than it should be. This also is going to be the only time I use a loop in this video. I just want to try it out. I never really use loops. I usually make my own melodies, but we could use a loop at least for the first beat. I usually have a general idea of what I want the levels to be for the instruments because I don't want it to overpower the drums, and I also want it to be right below the vocals. So some quick melody mixing. We're gonna hop into the drums now. This doesn't seem like it's gonna be an aggressive beat. It kind of is giving me overseas vibes. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be super aggressive drums. I'm gonna try to keep it more chaos themed, obviously, for the drums. I don't think I'm gonna start out with the 808. I usually like to start out with the hi-hat, get that bounce going. I'm thinking of what if it gets really fast and choppy, like right here. Let's see if we can get a good 808 pattern going here. I like that. I like it going up to the D sharp. I feel like it adds a little more melodic elements to this very non-melodic 808. What I like to do with my 808s, I like to mix my 808s and then immediately mute them because it's really hard to mix everything else. And again, this could be frowned upon. You could do something completely different. It's totally okay. Everybody does something a little different. I just find that it kind of gives me a lot more ear fatigue if I'm mixing all of this with the 808 blaring in my ear. Like, I usually do very similar mixing for my drums. Every beat calls for something different, but I feel like if you have a general process that you do for your mixing or for your arranging, it develops your sound as a producer, and people will instantly be able to pick out your beats the second they click that song. A lot of hi-hats come pre-panned. I don't really like the panned hi-hats. It kind of hurts my ear. I like adding saturation onto my hi-hat because it adds that crispiness if you hear it without it. This wouldn't be a beat that I would send out to any rappers or anything because, again, I don't really use loops. I don't like it. I'm going to spice it up a bit. These are very basic drums. I'm going to spice it up with changing up the clap a bit. You know, I be fucking with the snare rolls. Maybe we'll do a giant snare roll into the drums. I think I'm going to leave more to be desired, so whenever it comes into the drop, there's another element that keeps it fresh. So I think I'm going to take it out in the intro. I just added some variation in the 808 pattern. I like how this progression of C, D sharp, C sharp, G sharp adds some cool dissonance in the progression. I like it a lot. I feel like it keeps it fresh. So this is the full beat. Hope you enjoyed the first one. All right, for this next beat, we're going to do something a little faster. I really like, while listening to Ken Carson songs especially, I like the pizzicato strings. I feel like it adds a lot. I don't like how much delay that has. How do I take off the reverb? How do you take off the reverb and expand? Hold up. Oh, wait. I want a lower brass shot. I want a... For sharp things like pizzicatos, I really love OTT. It's from Zephyr. It's a free plugin. It's a compressor. It's really good, multi-band compressor. It sounds really good. You'll hear an insane difference. It just really fills out the sound more. It makes it a lot more sharp. Now I want to add almost a chord-like synth. It's really going to fill out the sound more. I just want to mess with the frequencies a bit. I want to add a compressor because, as you can see, it is all over the place. I want to add a lead. I want to add almost a slidey lead that goes all over the place. Maybe that could be good. Oh shit. No. I'm sorry guys, I'm exhausted. That was crazy. I am saving this immediately. I think I'm gonna add another pizzicato. I feel like it needs another layer to it. This has sounded sick. Okay, my favorite spooky lead. There was a lead that they used in Freestyle 3. It's called AX Spooky or something. It's in Xenology. All right, now I'm gonna add that pluck I was talking about. I really like the idea of that. All right, now we got all these melodies right here. How many is this split by channel? Oh my lord. This is where I feel we can really fill out the loop. I feel like I have good ideas for the drums. Like this is like an evil glow beat almost. I feel like I can really go off on the drums with this and I can make them really special. I already have a drum pattern exactly in my head. So you know me, we're gonna start with the hi-hat. We're actually not going to do the more chaos special. I feel like a really rolly hi-hat will actually do way better. I think I'm going to pick out a different hi-hat. Way better. Now we're gonna mix the drums. I'm gonna start with this kick here. Okay, I want this kick to be clipping almost. Yeah, this will sound really good, especially with the master chain. All right, 808 is mixed. This shit is hard, bruh. All right, now we're arranging this. Jesus, this is tough. I think I'm gonna keep the intro twice as long. Boom. Ooh, throw on the tag, and there's the second beat fully arranged. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Again, this is my second video on YouTube. I'm going to try to upload consistently. Make sure to check out the Instagram, the TikTok. Make sure to check out the first video if you haven't already seen it, and leave in the comments what other videos you guys would like to see. Peace out.